Hey family, this is Nanny Sipping Me Journey. This is part 2 of me making my meat pies. I have already made the filling of the meat pie. Let me get that out of the refrigerator. I had to let it cool off so that my filling is now cold and it's ready. Here go my meat pie filling. This is part 2 of how I make my meat pies. Part 2. Okay, family, I have my flour here on my rolling pin. Okay, it's okay. My rolling pin. Y'all, I just popped this open. Look at that. I have been having it sitting on the countertop for the most part of the morning. Look how big and fluffy those are. Isn't that beautiful? These are the HEB Jumbo Flaky Butter Flavor Layer Biscuits. And that's what I like using because it's light and flaky. Okay, so now all of my mixtures together, my filling, my meat pie filling is completed. And it's very tasty. I used a pound of ground beef and I want to say 16 ounces of pico de gallo. And I bought this stuff out of HEB in Houston when I was there. A 14-ounce package of hot pico de gallo. Oh boy, of hot pico de gallo. I mixed that in once my ground beef got cooked. Then I mixed my pico de gallo and I mixed all the fresh scallion, green onion, and fresh garlic in the mixture too. So this is my meat pie filling. Again, the ingredients: a pound of ground beef, 14 ounces of pico de gallo, and then I add my own season, my own fresh onions, and now I'm going to add sour cream. And this is the regular sour cream. This is not no diet sour cream. And so once I completed my mixture, I let it get cold. It had to be cool off completely. If not, putting this here would just melt. So we're going to go on and put the sour cream in here. Put the sour cream. And it usually takes the whole container. I usually just put the whole container in here. Yeah, I try to get all of my food out of here, all of it. Okay. Wash this here. I don't keep those things. So yeah, sour cream. I'm gonna mix this up together. And like I say, sometimes people add cheese. I would add cheese, but cheese and we just don't get along with each other. Don't get along at all. So I kind of had to let cheese, ice cream. Oh God, I was the biggest ice cream eater. Yeah, I can come home after work when it's a cold day. You know, the weather cold. I love ice cream when it's cold outside. So it's like I need some more. I can use some more sour cream. So let's get the other container out. Oops. I thought I had a spoon. Oh yeah, let me rinse this here. Come on, down. Okay, let's mix this. I like for the sour cream to be well mixed in the filling. And like when you do your pico de gallo, try to drain as much as the liquid off your pico de gallo. You know, try to drain that. See how nice mixture it is mixed up. Mix up pretty well. This again, this is part 2 of how I make my meat pies, my beef meat pies. I've tried it with the shrimps before, didn't like it. The bread and shrimp just, I think the bread just sucked in the shrimp or the mixture. So, ooh, it wasn't a good mixture at all. Just go on, do this, take it on. Let me put this back in the refrigerator. I think that's enough. So mix my sour cream inside my meat pie filling. Yeah, see how nice it looks. Like I say, you add your sour cream once your meat pie filling is completed and it's cold. Then you want to add that. Okay, listen here. My rolling pin and my beautiful flaky HEB jumbo butter flavor biscuit is 8 to 10. And this is the one I let, like I said, I let this can sit for a while till the biscuit get at room temperature. Now, when you all open this can, this container, this thing up, after it sit for a while, y'all be careful because this thing, it knocks this here in the sink, okay? So, okay, I got that. Let me get something else. And I will be adding my meat pies in this here at the end. And also have plastic wrap that I use. So each meat pie individually will go in the plastic wrap. And that's so you can separate them. So they'll be separated. I'm going to take this off my finger. Sit down here, kind of, make space for myself on the countertop. Yeah, I've already washed my hands well. This is about to grab this bag cover, okay? I'm gonna have to tape this or something. This bag is ragged. Okay, just any kind of flour. So I have a golden meal all-purpose flour, yeah. And just, y'all know what I'm doing. Kind of put that on there so that the stuff won't stick. Okay, see what I'm doing? I'm gonna put this up here out the way so you all can see what I'm doing. All right, I'm gonna take my biscuits out. Y'all, they are so, oh my God, look how light. Look how, they are so soft. Beautiful, just gorgeous. Love the way they look and the way they feel. They're room temperature. You can smell them too. Smell the bread. So I'm getting my biscuits out of the can. And they're so light and fluffy. And you talking about some great biscuits to cook for breakfast? Oh my gosh. They're great. I don't represent HEB or any other company. And this is what I like. I love my meat pie. This is one of the meals that I will cook when I was cartwheeling. This is one of the meals that I cooked. Was my meat pies. So now what's going to happen here, because I'm having my phone, my iPad is getting low, so I'm gonna have to project my voice because I need to plug it up or we're gonna lose connection. So I'm getting my plug out now. Okay, so I'm getting my plug out, and I had forgot to hook that thing up. I knew it was low because I had plugged in. I had this right. I forgot to hook it up. So we're gonna do that now, and we're gonna lose some audio. Because right now I have my speaker on, and with the charging and the audio together, it's not gonna work. So I will speak as clearly as loud as I can. I have to plug this up right here. I don't have. I'm not going to be using my eyes, so I'll just do it here. Hold on for a second, family. I have to plug in, and I will. Sorry. So the speaker's not working because this is out. I'm just going to remove most of these things off of my, move this off my shirt. And let's get to working. Okay, all right. Put my little apron on here. Get me cooking ready. So, all righty. This is the process that I get ready to get my biscuits all, roll them out, roll out the dough. Okay, I got one more thing I need to get out this drawer. Let me see. Yeah, just roll a fork out. And with the biscuits being at room temperature, it makes it easy for them to stretch out for me to roll them on out, you know. Try to roll them out as big as I can. This is part 2 of how do I make my meat pies. These are my meat pies that I'm making. Beef meat pies. So let's say this bowl here, my filling is complete. And sometimes I do add spinach. I just realize I don't have any spinach, but I do add spinach. Spinach is really good in it. It doesn't change much or anything. It's just that you have a spinach in here along with the pico de gallo. Okay, so this meat pie, this is gonna probably be about as good as it get. See, I spread it out just enough, but it's coming right on back in as I spread it. Let me get a spoon, scooper. So I'm scooping it out. This is a big size spoon, okay? So I'm getting a nice, and I'm gonna do more than this here. My little meat pie, my little thing here, you want to go right back in. Right, still stretched out. I'm going this way with it. And I try to put enough filling in it where that when you eat it, it's for filling. You eat one and can get decently full off in one. So you see how much I didn't put a whole lot, but it is a nice amount. If you look at it, it's really a nice amount for meat pies. This is a large meat pie. You know, most meat pies, when you get into the store, get them out of the store, they're small and tiny. So here we go. Take the bread, lay it over like that. Lay it over like so. I'm going to turn this towards me here. I can have better control of how I'm going to fork. You guys know what the fork action is, huh? Fork action, I go around the edge of the bread. I even the bread out to end to end. Then I take my fork and I smash it down. They're not going to be perfect or anything. So I'm taking my fork all the way around edge of it, and I'm trying to line up my bread, my biscuit edge to edge. I'm lining up edge to edge, okay? And I'm going back around it, And I'm not going to go over the same spot that I went over before. I'm not going over the same spot. I'm going, I'm not going over the same spot for sure. That way give me more indentation in the bread. Okay. Now you see how that looks? See how my fork works? Flatten it out a little bit. Okay. See? Nice size meat pie. For me. Sometimes I go to the other side, just depend. I'm gonna do on the other side real quick. Real quick. Okay, real quick. All right, where's my plastic? My plastic wrap. I'll go right on. Put on my plastic wrap. Get it out quick as I can. Put that in there. Put this in the plastic wrap. You know, like so. And the reason why I'm doing the plastic wrap so that when I freeze them, they will be individually frozen. And wait a minute. It's another way I do this here. Let me back up for a second. This is not right. Let's see, how many can I get on this? Okay. I can put the plastic wrap on it now and put it in the freezer. But what I realized that I usually do is put this on the container on my, let me see what kind of room I have in my refrigerator. But, yeah. So what I'm going to do, let's back up a step. I'm going to leave this in here like this since I already got it wrapped. Okay, I'm going to leave that like that since it's already wrapped up. No, I don't want to do that. Because I know the way I've done before in the past. I'm just going to move this to the side. So let's back up a step. Once I cut out my, cut it out, once I do this part, I put it on this here. And I'm going to put this in the refrigerator for them to freeze up. Once they are frozen, I take them out individually. And I use my plastic. And I wrap, when I take them out, I individually wrap them. Once I individually wrap them, I date it, name it, date it, and put them in my bags. And then put them in the freezer. So when I'm ready to cook my meat pies, I can cook one at a time. And all I have to do is pull it out. That's already individually wrapped. So I don't need this part of the show yet. But again, once it is completely frozen, once or frozen hard enough where you just pick them up individually and put it in there, I usually let it get nice and frozen. So once it's frozen, then I go and I will put them in plastic wrap individually. Once I put them in plastic wrap individually, then I name and date my food. Beef meat pie, beef spicy meat pie. What is this here? January the 19th. It's the day 19th or 20th. And date it. And I put each one in here and they will not stick together at all. And when you're ready to eat these, you can pull one out at a time. Or however many you want to cook at that time, you can take them out one at a time. Okay? And this is part 2 of how I make my spicy beef meat pies. And I use canned biscuits. The H-E-B flaky canned butter biscuits is what I use to make my crust. This is the crust that I'll have. And I'm going to tell you how you bake it. Now, I use a little toaster oven. When I used to bake it, it's just baking in the toaster oven. You can still do the same toaster oven or your oven. I want to set my oven at about 325 to 350, about 325. And I'm going to leave now. It takes about 40. Now, in the toaster oven, I'm going to say, in this toaster oven was 325. And I'm going to leave it about 40 to 45 minutes. It'll be beautiful, nice, toasted brown, well cooked. Now, this is going to be the first time that I cook them in my little oven. that oven is small. That oven gets hot. So I might have to cook this in my little oven at 300 for about 40 minutes. But I will watch it. I will watch it to see what's what. But this is basically how I initially was doing my meat pies. Is I would take them out of the freezer, put them on the little pan, and I would individually cook them one at a time because I only eat one at a time. Sometimes I'll do two. If I decide I want meat pie for supper later on, you know, okay, I spoon out my filling here, spoon it out. And I basically spoon it out to the size of how much meat I want in my meat pie. Now, if somebody want a lot more meat, then you spoon out the amount that you want per meat pie. But this here is going to be plenty for 8 meat pies. It's going to be plenty. Look how nice and big that is. It's nice. It's enough for me. I'm going to turn it this way so I could bring my dough over. See, watch this. Bring my dough over to the edge, right there. Then I'm from edge to edge. Then I crease my meat pies together with this fork. I try to bring edge to edge. And like I said, it's not going to be all perfect, so don't get all hizzy because it doesn't look perfect. Now I'm bringing this over again. I'm going to crease it again, but I'm bringing it between the creases that I've done before. Not between, but on top of the creases that I've done before. And that way, or, yeah, on top of, yeah, I see what I'm doing. And that way, give it a double protection of not opening up on you. And that's what I'm doing here. Like so. Now, this is kind of high, so I'm going to flatten it up a little bit. Kind of, you know. Then I'm going to flip it over. And go ahead and do the other side. Put the fork, press the fork on the edges, on the other side of it. Just for that extra protection so it won't open up on you easily. Another beautiful, look at that. Another beautiful meat pie. Look at. So I'm going to put this on here on the pan like so. Okay, I'm going to do one more for you all, and then I'm going to shut the video down so y'all have an idea how I make my meat pies. Again, this is part 2 of how I make my spicy beef meat pies. And you can add, like I said, you can add cheese. You can add cheese. I usually have spinach, but I didn't have any spinach, so I'm just doing it without the spinach this time. So sometimes I make some with spinach and I make some without the spinach. Just however, whatever veggie, that's the veggies I use. I'm not going to say I didn't use any other veggies other than spinach, other than pico de gallo itself and spinach to get what I want out of my meat pies. All right, a good heaping spoonful. See? Place here on my biscuit here. Spreading it out somewhat. Kind of get it off the edge. This is a nice amount right here. So, for me, I'm sure some of y'all want y'all meat pies to be a little bit more meaty. Then, you know, work it out. Add a little bit more meat. Okay, I'm going to turn this my way. I don't know why I do that. I have no idea. I think I'm going to go on my little backward side stuff, you know. So, now I got it spread out the way I want it. Pull it out. Cover. Get my fork ready. And this one feel like this may be a little bit of troublesome. But it's not. It's going good. It's going good. Bring in my dough all the way to the end. All the way to the end. Let me get this here. Put that back in there. All right, then I'm going over the edge again with the fork. I'm not going exactly on the same, on top of the same creases. Pressing down a little bit. Flip it upside, flip it over. Going on my edges again. I've got a little feeling right there. Put that. All right. So I'm going over my edges again. Voila. Here we go. Another nice size meat pie. Look how big they are. They're not little. These not no little bitty. It's okay. All right, family. This is Nettie's Simple Journey. Part 2 of how I make my beef spicy meat pies. Like I said, you can add, and I usually do have spinach in mine, but I didn't put spinach in this time because I don't have any. You can add cheese, okay? I have part 1 showing you how I mixed up my filling for my meat pies. I have a little, I used the Pico de Gallo spicy one, so it has a great kick to it, and I also use some of my regular spices just to kind of, you know, pick the meat taste up. So, but yeah, family, rolling pin, great biscuits. This is HEB butter flaky biscuits, the jumbo. It was eight in the can. I have 3 already made, and look how large they are. They're nice. This is going to be, and usually when I fix my meat pie and cook it, I usually have a little nice salad with it. A little nice salad, a little tea, drink, or whatever I want to have with it. And it really makes a nice lunch, a nice meal. Okay? So, this is Nettie's Simple Me Journey. If you like my content, please hit that like, subscribe, and share. And this is part 2. Part 1 will be coming out. And then I'll have part 2 coming out after part 1. And show you how I make my spicy beef meat pies. Family, thank you for joining me today. And I hope you've learned something. And family, check this out. So once this frees up, remember, I will individually wrap them in the wrapping paper. Then I will put them in the bag. So when I'm ready to bake them, all I have to do is take 1 out or 2, bake them at, like I say, 3 by 325 for about 40 to 45 minutes, just depending on what you're using, what you're baking with. And they're going to be beautiful, brown, crisp and brown. I mean, you're going to love them, okay? All right, fam, this is Nettie's Just Simple Journey. It's about your journey. And hit that like and subscribe and share. You guys be blessed. Bye-bye.